All right, guys, how's it going? So we're going to go through how you can scale to astronomical numbers with Google Ads. This is an account that we started less than 4 months ago, and these are the numbers we're doing, right? 275,000 trillion at a 10x ROAS, right? Now, obviously, this depends on so many different factors that I'm going to delve into. Obviously, this is going to be different based on your offer, your target market, so many different aspects. Now, I'm not saying this is possible for anyone. However, the tactics and strategies that I'm going to go through here are absolutely crucial. And this is what we apply for our clients to get them to profitability as fast as possible. We've made even the most complicated niches that had zero success with Google Ads hit some astounding results. All right. So first of all, just so you don't think this is BS, this is the name of our agency. PR Media stands for Pure Results Media. That's my lovely LinkedIn professional photo, which I should probably change, but let's not get into that. All right. So this is going to be straight to the point. I'm going to talk about the actual movers that you need. Now, obviously, excuse my hockey jersey as well. That's another aspect. So first of all, how do you achieve this kind of growth? Okay. It depends on multiple factors. A lot of these factors don't even have to do with Google Ads, and that's what you need to understand. So first of all is your backend, okay? Your offer is absolutely everything. If you don't have the right kind of offer, the product or service that you're selling, if it doesn't make sense from a demand standpoint, from a product market fit, you don't have the type of offer that's just, refusable by your target audience, it's going to be really hard for you to achieve these kind of results. And so you should consistently focus on improving your offer, right? That's number one. Number two, your landing page. It's always an ongoing process of optimization. It's not a matter of, you put together a landing page, you think it's optimized, you paid someone however much to do it, and that's good. You always need to look at how you can really get one over your competitors and how you can get it to the level that you want, right? And then obviously offering things like bundles, upsells, things that can really increase your AOV, which is absolutely crucial. Again, that's something that's ongoing. You want to always be testing bundles and different upsells. You want to test different types of products that are related to your niche. I've had clients that tested some additional products, didn't really work out. I've advised them, okay, why don't you offer something with a little bit more incentive, something that makes more sense, and boom, AOV skyrocketed, right? That's number one. Second thing is having omni-channel presence, which is absolutely crucial. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still achieve massive growth with just Google. We have some clients that are just doing Google and maybe some SEO, and they're absolutely killing it. However, it's going to take much longer, right? Some industries, you need things like Meta, potentially TikTok, because you need that really top of funnel acquisition from these kind of platforms, all right? And so let me tell you something, with the biggest brands I've worked with, I'm talking the absolute super professional, legit kind of more corporate brand, generating like eight figures and so on. Most of the time they ran Meta alongside Google, and they've had Google have the majority of the spend, and that's where the revenue and more ROAS came in, right? Because Google is all about capitalizing on the intent that you create from your platforms. All right. So that's why, guys, if you're not running Google, I don't know what's wrong with you at this point. Next is the conversion tracking, and that's absolutely crucial. That's something that you absolutely don't want to play around with. Again, I've had brands that have spent millions on their account and then their conversion tracking is not correct. And then the client's like, we don't want to touch that. And I'm like, bro, fortunately, it's a necessary evil. As long as you have incorrect or imperfect conversion tracking, you're missing out on another level of performance that you could potentially be at, all right? So conversion tracking, guys, is not a joke. You need to have the most up-to-date conversion tracking. We set up the most powerful conversion tracking for our clients to make sure you're getting the most valuable and accurate data as possible. Again, next step, which is absolutely crucial, competitive research, guys, and in-depth keyword research, okay? What you want to do is you want to look at the main keywords your product is targeting, or what type of product you're obviously presenting. And you absolutely want to look at your top competitors. You want to look at their ads. You want to look things like SEMrush or Google Ads transparency. You want to look at what they're doing in their ads, what kind of wording are they using, what type of keywords are they using, what type of images for their shopping ads. You want to absolutely really dive into that. Take as much time as possible. Don't just skim through it. You want to take as much time as possible so that you absolutely, can make sort of a really detailed plan about how you're going to use these best practices and apply them to your case. Trust me, this is something that's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of wasted ad spend on testing things that don't work. Don't reinvent the wheel, guys. All right. Now, the next thing is implementing the right account structure. I see too many accounts running 1,000 campaigns. Don't do that, guys. I also see too many accounts just running a simple PMAX. Again, just as bad, right? You want to apply the right kind of account structure that gets you the results as fast as possible, but also that ensures that you're targeting different stages of the funnel, that you're not leaving any kind of money on the table. And again, that's one of our specialties. We know exactly what type of campaigns work for each niche based on our experience. Typically, we like to focus really on Google Shopping and PMAX if that's something, if you're in e-commerce, obviously, right? That's number one. Number two, again, if you want to get things up and running as fast as possible, you really want to focus on bestsellers, guys. And that's something that's absolutely crucial. Again, so many clients think the more products you advertise, the better. Wrong, right? Why? Because the more products you have to advertise, that means the more Google has to test so many different variables. And now you're adding that on top of it, right? So the more aspects you have to test, the more it's going to take you much longer for you to get to that profitability stage. Now, my advice as well is don't just opt for the high margin products. You want to opt for what's proven to sell in quantity, right? Not necessarily quality and price, but more in quantity. Because when you sell something that's been proven to sell in large numbers, you already have a proof of concept, and you can start with those, get yourself some nice ROAS, get yourself a nice cushion, and then you could start targeting. And then from there, really crucial as well that I didn't add here, sorry for that, is feed optimization as well. In the shopping feed, you really consistently want to be split testing, keywords, product titles, product images, and that's where you want to really look at shopping feed, and you want to look at sort of the shopping ads that your competitors have up, right? And then you want to look, okay, how can I stand out from these competitors? If I was a customer just browsing through, what would make me buy my own product versus my competitors? If everyone looks the absolute same, you need to stand out, guys. And that could be by simply adding lifestyle images, by taking images from different corners, just different types of twists and angles that you can utilize, right? Not to mention, obviously, optimizing the product titles. And then from then on, it's a process of aggressive calibrated scaling where you need to scale while making sure that you're hitting target ROAS. And again, there's many different ways to do about that. Obviously, we like to use bidding strategies the right kind of way, giving them the right amount of time to collect data and then to optimize, not changing them too fast. Again, too many brands change these overnight. It's not a good idea, guys. On top of that, that's when you start, once you've hit that level where you have consistent revenue and profitability coming in, that's when you start adding more top of funnel campaigns like cold search, like demand gen, YouTube, these kind of campaigns that are going to really help you acquire a larger customer base. And then you're going to be able to really retarget that with PMAX. And then on top of that as well, the last step as well is things like email flows, upsells, remarketing, SEO, all these factors that really push your organic presence of your website. Email flows obviously is crucial when it comes to retention. Running sales, guys, is absolutely crucial. Again, some of my top clients use that. You can, and that's a massive misconception that people think that, sales are bad for your margins. They're not. If you're making some outrageous ROAS and revenue during that 10-day period you run a sale, it's absolutely worth it. I've scaled a client from 100K to 202K, I believe, within 90 days, and sales were a massive part of that. And so I hope that made any kind of sense. If you want to just get your mind off of everything I just mentioned, feel free to reach out to myself. I'll be happy to manage your ads, scale you to that next level ASAP. All right.